So let's talk about. And everyone has butchered his name. Do you just call him EP, or where are you at? Because everyone knows Pettersson has been brilliant for you.
It's Elias Pettersson, but he's pretty easygoing as far as people calling him Pettersson. We call him Petey on the team, and but the way he's playing right now, we can call him anything he wants.
Well, yeah. Tell us about him. I mean, did you know much about him before you got an opportunity to coach him? And tell us what's special about him.
Well, you hear a lot about him. I heard a lot about him. We had hoped as a group that he'd come in and be able to play center. That was one of the things we really hoped. He didn't play center at all last year. I think he played 7 games in the Swedish Elite League, and we were a little worried at how we'd adjust to playing center. And, there was so much hype on him, but it wasn't like he was playing in North America. So we didn't get to see him a lot. I had never seen him live, just on videotape. I'd watched some of his games when he played center last year, and I called him in the summer to play center with his team while he's skating. And, so to watch how he's progressed right from the rookie camp to exhibition through the first couple games to now has been, it's been special to see, and it's exciting for our group to have a player with this kind of talent. And it's not just his offensive skills; his hockey sense is exceptional. He's got a strong understanding of the game on both sides of the puck, which is really rare for young guys that come into the league. The importance of details that go into winning, and I think it really helped him that he won a championship last year and had a lot of individual success, so he understands both parts of that.
With Vancouver Canucks head coach Travis Green.
Greeny, we were talking last night. We did a hit on him in the second period of our Leaf game, and we were trying to think of a comparable, like another player that he reminds us of, and we had a difficult time doing it because he's such a unique guy. Like we were talking about, somebody would throw out a name, and we're like, no, he doesn't really do that, or it's really hard to find a comparable him for a guy saying in our playing days.
It is. I've been asked it, I feel like, every day, really since the last 3 or 4 weeks, and people throw out Datsuk, different players, but I tell you, he's kind of his own guy. Mm-hmm. He's got a strong understanding, like I said, of where everyone is on the ice, the situation he's in. I played with Bergeron as a rookie when he came into Boston, and I didn't know a lot about him, but I was really impressed with his play away from the puck and understanding the importance of where to go, where to be, and this isn't even the offensive side of the game that Berge has and Petey has, and he reminds me he thinks that way, but he's obviously got a high-end offensive game with him as well.
With Travis Green, I'm sure you're aware of this. In Toronto, there's a lot of young stars, and they stepped into the league and they started lighting it up right off the bat. And Matthews and Pettersson are different players, but Matthews scores 4 opening night. Pettersson's got 16 points in 10 games, 10 goals in 10 games. He had 5 points in a game over the weekend. I'm sure Vancouver is just going crazy about this kid, and they should be. But how much of your responsibilities, or how much of it is your job to kind of, I guess, protect him from the hype, or make sure that when the hype is there, it doesn't get too carried away? Are you constantly thinking about that, protecting him in a way?
We are mindful of it for sure. We went through it a little bit last year with Brock, and I think that helped our group, and it helped me personally to what's going on with Petey right now. But the way he's wired, every time I talk to him, I check in with him quite a bit. He's a serious guy. He wants to win. He wants to do well, and he's not a guy that's just satisfied with playing well and putting a few points on. He wants to win and win long term and be a real good player in this league for a long time that wins. And as a coach, that's it's music to your ears, and it is up to us to keep that pressure off him a little bit. There's some lofty names being thrown around that have been players that have done great things in this league for a long time and have won, some of these names, multiple championships. And I know his career is young, and it's not saying we're not excited about him, because we are. We really believe we've got a special young player on our hands, but we've got to make sure that we keep that pressure on him and just keep it at bay a little bit if we can.